The arrival. The warning lights flashed across the monitoring station's main screen, bathing Commander Zyrell's emerald scales in a harsh crimson glow. His four-fingered hand trembled slightly as he studied the energy readings. In his 15 years manning the Dominion's frontier station, he had never encountered anything like this. "Sir, the readings are off the charts," Officer Lyra exclaimed, her twin antennae twitching nervously as she worked the scanning controls. "This ship's power signature doesn't match anything in our database." Zyrell leaned forward, his throat's sac expanding with tension. The vessel was massive, far beyond the scale of anything their sector had recorded before. The energy output alone suggested a war machine of unparalleled strength, and it was approaching fast. "Confirm trajectory," Zyrell ordered, forcing steel into his voice. Lyra's claws danced over the controls. "Straight toward us, Commander. Estimated arrival, 5 minutes." A cold dread coiled in Zyrell's gut. He had dealt with pirates, rogue traders, and even the occasional incursion from rival species. But this was different. The Dominion had always considered the Terrans an enigma, far from their borders, seemingly primitive compared to the great galactic powers. Yet whispers had circulated of their brutal efficiency, of their ability to wage war like no other. If those whispers were true, then they were about to witness it firsthand. "Raise the defense grid," Zyrell commanded, "and send an urgent transmission to High Command. Tell them, the humans are here." First contact. The station's automated defenses whirred to life, massive plasma turrets locking onto the incoming vessel. Zyrell watched as the warship emerged from the darkness of space, its hull black as the void, illuminated only by the burning energy surging from its thrusters. The sight sent a ripple of unease through the command deck. Lyra swallowed hard. "They aren't slowing down." "Hail them," Zyrell barked. "Open a channel. We must at least attempt diplomacy." A moment later, static crackled over the comms. Then a voice, cold, calculated, and undeniably human, echoed through the station. "This is Captain Elias Varro of the UNS Retribution. Stand down and surrender your station. Non-compliance will be met with force. You have 60 seconds." A deathly silence settled over the command deck. Zyrell's grip tightened around the armrest of his chair. They had heard stories of human audacity, of their ruthless precision in battle. But now, confronted with it directly, the true weight of those rumors became suffocatingly real. "Orders, Commander?" Lyra asked, her voice barely above a whisper. Zyrell exhaled slowly. "Prepare for combat. We do not surrender." The first strike. The command deck erupted into action. Officers relayed orders, defense systems primed, and battle protocols activated. The station's shields flared as power surged through their conduits, forming an energy barrier against the approaching warship. "Target their engines," Zyrell instructed. "If we can disable their mobility, we might gain some leverage." Turret control officers nodded, aligning the station's weapons. Lyra's voice cut through the tension. "Commander, they've locked weapons on us. They're charging their main cannon." A deep hum vibrated through the station as the human warship's primary weapon came online. Zyrell gritted his teeth. The first strike was coming. "Brace for impact," he shouted. A blinding beam of energy lanced through the void, striking the station's shields. The entire structure trembled violently as alarms blared. Readings spiked, power levels fluctuated dangerously. "Shields holding," Lyra confirmed, though her tone was laced with urgency. "But another hit like that, and we won't last much longer." Zyrell narrowed his eyes. He had underestimated the humans. He wouldn't make that mistake again. "Fire all batteries! Show them we will not fall without a fight!" Desperate measures. Blasts of plasma fire erupted from the station's turrets, lighting up the void as they hurtled toward the UNS Retribution. The human warship, however, displayed incredible agility. its thrusters bursting to life as it weaved through the attack. "Direct hit on their lower hull," an officer called out. "Minimal damage," Lyra added grimly. "Their armor is absorbing most of the impact." Zyrel clenched his jaw. "Then we change tactics. Focus fire on their weapon systems. We need to disarm them." Just as he issued the command, another blast from the Retribution's main cannon tore through the station's shields. The explosion rocked the entire structure, sending sparks flying and consoles flickering with energy surges. "Commander, we're losing power!" an engineer shouted. Zyrel made a split-second decision. "Redirect all power to emergency reserves. Keep us in the fight!" The final stand. The battle raged on, both sides exchanging relentless fire, but Zyrel knew they were outmatched. The humans' technology, their sheer tactical prowess, it was overwhelming. Then, the comms crackled again. "Commander Zyrel," Captain Varro's voice returned. "You have fought bravely, but this battle is over. Surrender, and you will be treated fairly." Zyrel's mind raced. Honor demanded they fight to the last, but logic told him there was no victory to be had here. His people needed him alive. With a heavy heart, he exhaled. "Cease fire. We surrender." The war had just begun.